Hey everyone, today we're looking at the most basic fundamental of your golf swing, and that's your grip. Now this is not going to be a lesson on how to grip the golf club or my preferences on how to grip the golf club, but rather a look at how your grip could be affecting your club face, your swing, and ultimately your ball flight. So I hope you get something out of this. Let's take a look. Okay, so I've got the short club out so that hopefully you can see what my hands are doing and how that's affecting the club face. So what I'm going to start by saying is that this is what I would consider a very neutral grip. And what I mean by neutral is that it's not too strong or not too weak, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. But what I try to look for are the V's that my thumb and pointer finger are making, pointed somewhere up towards my chest or my right shoulder, and that's what I tend to think is a very neutral grip. You can see my thumb is basically pointed straight down the golf shaft towards the club face, and then my right thumb is just over the grip on the other side there. So this is a very neutral grip. Let's look at the left hand and how strengthening or weakening that hand can affect the club face. So I'm going to take my right hand off the club, and by strengthening my left hand, what I'm talking about is that I'm going to turn it over the club just like that. I'm strengthening it. Now, a couple things I want you to notice is that what that did was pronounce the cupping of my left wrist. And a cupping of the left wrist will usually lead to a closed club face at impact. You can see how easily that club face would close with that left cupped wrist. The opposite is true of a very weak grip, where my hand rotates under the club a little bit. And these are extreme looks at it, but I want you to get a sense of what I'm talking about. So you can see with that extreme left-handed weak grip how now my left wrist starts to bow, and what that can lead to is a very open club face at impact. As you can see that club opens up very easily because of that left bowing wrist. Now, same would be true about the right hand, okay? If I have my right hand on the club, if I really weaken that grip on the right hand, what can happen through impact is that the club face can naturally become very open, which would cause me to hit the ball to the right for a right-handed golfer. And then the same can be true about strengthening that right hand. If I rotate that hand underneath the club, when the club comes through impact, it can very easily close. Hopefully you got a little bit better understanding of how your grip can affect your club face. I didn't want to get too complicated with it, but just give you a good understanding of how strengthening your grip or weakening your grip can affect your club face. What I would suggest is look at your own game. If you tend to hit the ball left with a closed club face or hit the ball right with an open club face, then maybe think about your grip. Grip changes can always be a little bit of an uncomfortable process, so I would always suggest starting small, taking swings in your backyard with the new grip until you get a little more comfortable with it. Extreme grip changes can cause some problems, so always take it little by little. But hopefully you got something from this video. Thank you so much for watching.